Today we are riding in a little village called Paul, which is in Hull. So with it being the week of summer, after the summer holidays, I thought it was worth getting out and about. And as I'm over in Hull, I thought I'd lug all my stuff for cycling and come round and cycle in Paul, which apparently has 3 lighthouses in its village, and it's right on the Humber. So I think it's going to be a very sweaty and hot ride, because the temperatures are already about 25 degrees here in the UK. So when I was packing my cycling stuff up, I remembered everything bar my trainers. So I'm currently riding in my slip-on Skechers, so we'll see how we get on. Not doing too badly though. It's actually quite nice round here because there's quite the breeze coming from the Humber, so it's actually cooler than I was expecting. Into some shade. So in the UK we've had probably one of the worst 6 weeks of summer, where it's just been pretty miserable, and as soon as the school started back we've had this glorious week of sun where we've had temperatures up to sort of 28 degrees, which in the UK is pretty incredible because our infrastructure isn't built for the heat. Oh, a berry went up my nose. And here are the 2 or 3 lighthouses in Paul, just by the Humber here. And they look to be working lighthouses as well, because you can see the light in the little glass huts. I'm now going to continue cycling along the Humber towards the 3rd lighthouse in the small village. Oh, I think I just went the wrong way around for no reason. Such a lovely peaceful spot round here. Very tranquil. And here, coming up, is the 3rd and final lighthouse. I think I much preferred the other 2, a bit more of a rustic feel they had. Now that I've hit the 3 lighthouses, I'm continuing my ride around Paul. So we'll see what we get on the rest of the ride. feel like I'm on Balamory Street with the colours of these houses. Very nice and bright. Oh gosh, look at this climb. Okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong gear. No, I'm not going to save that one. In the wrong gear. How annoying. Oh, but look at that view. Power station up ahead, not sure which one. So I haven't filmed a bike ride in a while, but the summer holidays were really busy. I did manage to get on my bike a few times, just didn't bother filming because it was just local to me. And then I got a bit of work on my arm. You can sort of see maybe the scarring that's come from that. So I had to let that recover a little bit. And then I've just been here, there and everywhere. Up to Scotland for a long weekend. Over in Huddersfield for a little bit. At least we've got a little bit of a summer this weekend. Taking it fairly steady today with the weather being hot, hot, hot. But I've had a coffee, and for those that know me will be shocked by that statement because I despise coffee. But I've had a coffee, so I'm very energised. So it should be a nice rest of the ride. It's funny that within the same small little village you've got a really tranquil nature reserve and you've got this huge power plant on the other side. Quite nice to be able to ride alongside it though, so close. Let's see where we need to go on the old mappity map. I've hooked onto what is called the rail trail, which was just over the bridge from Paul Road. And we'll see where this leads and what it's like. how sad. Cute little memorial though. So I'm debating doing what's called a wild boar challenge in October, which is a 50 kilometre or a 65 kilometre route starting at Rothwell through Castleford, Ollerton Bywater, Garforth, and then back to Rothwell. I haven't done that kind of distance since probably this time last year actually, so I'm thinking of doing the 50 kilometre route, seeing how I get on with it being my first challenge and riding with loads of other riders, and then potentially next year going for the 65 kilometre route and really pushing myself. So I'm just debating whether to do it. I think I will. I think I'll only regret it if I don't. So I'm going to be getting out on the bike a bit more to build up my endurance for that. I've never done a challenge before, so I'm not sure what to expect, how they run. So it'll be a really interesting experience if I'm able to do it. And it's only £20 to register as well, which is really cheap, to be fair, to say how much organising that it probably takes to do. I don't think I'll film doing that, but if I do end up doing it, I'm sure there'll be stuff on social media. I'm still riding along the rail trail, just going through Hedon. We'll be on this trail for a fair amount of time, going through different villages until we hook back into Paul. That looks to be a cute little woodlandy bit there. Oh, all the flies are attacking my ear today. I'm going to put some bug spray on because I think I'd have been bitten to shreds on this route otherwise. It'll be interesting to see how the GoPro copes with this extreme heat. I've just changed the battery and it was quite warm, so I can already tell the batteries aren't lasting as long, which is understandable because I happen to work harder. I know when we had the torrential rain, because it didn't have a protective case over, the screen started to go a bit funny, so I stopped recording then. But at the moment it seems to be recording fine. It's lovely and peaceful around here, very tranquil. Loads of birds flying around, so quite a perfect spot for bird watchers as well. Not something I'm clued up on. There were some at the lighthouses at the beginning of the ride. I'm still on these country lanes. I feel like I've been going forever. An update on the slip-on Skechers. They've actually not done me too badly. Obviously, lace-up trainers are a lot more sturdy, but they've not been as bad as I was envisioning, so that's been good. Oh, some horses in the field. it is just really nice around here for cyclists, walkers, because there's so many different routes, and obviously there's the nature reserve as well to wander around. It's just an all-round really nice area, which is surprising in Hull. But no, it's a really nice area, cute little village, and really nice to actually cycle around too. So the path that the route on Old Trail says to go down says private road, no entry, which is always nice. So just looking for another way around to where I want to be. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a detour, because the temperatures are rising quite a lot now. So we'll see where we can hook on to get where we need to be. There looks to be another trail path up ahead somewhere. That we can hopefully hook onto. So I can't really find a proper route, so I'm just going to have to go through this field, and I might have to just walk it, I think, actually. A bit muddy, but I need to get to the other side, and there just doesn't seem to be a path to it, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, I'm going to walk it. Finally out of that bloody field. That was actually the most challenging part of this bike ride, because there was no breeze, so I was just sweating so much, and because I'm wearing these slip-on Skechers, my footing just was really bad on it, which made it more difficult as well. I've decided to not bother detouring further out to try and hook back onto that trail, which is somewhere on the edges of these fields, just in case I can't get on with the temperatures rising to nearly 28-29 degrees now. So I'm going to head back along these country roads to the nature reserve car park in Paul. Riding back along those country lanes honestly felt like hell. Just seemed to go on forever. But I'm finally back riding along the last bit towards the Paul Nature Reserve car park. Definitely ready to get back now. The sun is beaming down, and my whole body is aching. But it's not been a bad ride. It's been a shame about not being able to go along the actual route I was trying to follow. If it wasn't so hot and I had a bit more time, I would have probably gone and tried to find a route round to do it properly, but maybe that's one for another day. Now time to keep pedalling back to the car. Which, just thinking about it, is going to be such a hot box, so I'll definitely be whacking the aircon on full blast straight away. So that's the power station, so I'm definitely not far off now, but I can see a hill which I'm not quite looking forward to. Oh, it's not too bad. quite nice in the shade, but my god is it now warm in the sun. Kick the legs back into gear. Oh. Climbing on up, climbing on up. At least this climb's in the shade. Oh, I am sweaty and I am knackered. At least the scenery is nice around here to keep me going. Oh, now I've picked up some speed, that breeze is nice. And here we are back at the Nature Reserve car park. What a cracking ride in cracking weather.